Hello, hello. It is the fifth installment of our new associate onboarding segment. Okay, so we're going to be going over again, as we have been in the past, the associate onboarding program. We want to make sure everybody's aware of it. You know about it if you're new, because it's going to be able to help you know what the next steps are. You know about it if you are a leader, because that way you'll be able to know how to help your new associates take the next steps. Okay, so we've done 4 of these. We've gone through the 4 segments, 4 lessons of the associate orientation, and we will go over the 5th one today. But as usual, I'm going to go over just a high-level overview of the onboarding program, and I think we can just jump right into it. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching the recording, I appreciate you taking time there. If you're watching live, let's do this. But we might make this a little bit interactive too. So post in the comments. It doesn't matter where you're watching. I know we're streaming on YouTube. We're on Facebook as well. If you're watching a recording, it's probably, it's on one of those 2 platforms as well. So post the comments below. Let's be interactive with this, because I think this one is a little bit shorter. And it does kind of pose some questions. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to share my screen here. And we're looking now at the overview of the whole onboarding program. And really, aside from the associate orientation, which is where the focus is on these calls, we also have some communication updates. We have some revamping and some adjusting of our training page. So we're going to show you all those other things as well really quick before we jump into the associate orientation. So with that, just so you are all aware, there's new emails, new text messages, other notifications, pop-ups, things like that when you go into the hub. So that way you know exactly what the next steps are for a new associate. And then again, for you as the leaders, you'll know what to expect for your new team members that decide to join USANA and do the business aspect of it. We're going to talk about the onboarding widget. The associate orientation, we're going to go into more detail of, and then the training landing page, I'll show you. Before we had a training page and there was a lot of good content there, but it wasn't organized. So it was a little bit tougher to figure out. But now we've organized it, so it's very easy to find the information that you're looking for. So having said that, I'm going to try to advance the slide. Here we go. So first of all, is onboarding notifications, right? We want to make sure that people receive the information so they know what the next steps are. They know what they need to do. They know how they need to, what the next steps are, what the process is, right? The full picture of this, the first at least 30 days, we'll say. So with that, we have emails. Like I said, we have text messages. We have hub pop-ups. Or the back office. And a lot of people have different names for what the hub is, but it's the back office where you can get information. And these are just some examples of those notifications, the emails. There's an onboarding widget, which I don't have access to, so I'm going to show you on this PowerPoint slide what it's going to look like, because my account is a little bit newer than 30 days. So basically what that is as a new person, a new member of your team, or if you are newer, you'll see at the top of your screen right there the Jumpstart Your Business, and it has the 5 steps to this new onboarding program. And basically, it's just one of those things that it keeps track of how much you've completed, and you get a check mark once you're done with that section. So you have the associate orientation, you have the ethics certification, you have downloading the Customer Connect app, personalizing your use on a website, and then changing your notification settings. That's so you can get messages like text messages and stuff from us. So that is it. And it shows up at the top of the screen once somebody logs into the hub, if they are newer, so that way they know what the next steps are. They can see as they are completing it, how far along they've come, what else they need to do. And the green check marks as well to show that that task has been completed. We're going to go into the associate orientation. And then the landing page, we're going to talk about these things as well. So I'm going to exit out of the PowerPoint here, and I'm just going to minimize that. And we'll just jump right into the hub. So this is where you log in. It welcomes you, and then right here is where the onboarding, the new onboarding widget is going to be. Okay, so For those of you who are newer, you'll see that. For those of you who have new team members, just so you know, that's going to be at the top right there, and it'll show the tracker. So we'll go into the associate orientation. First, I'm going to show you, if you go into training, and then you will just go to all training. This is the new training page. So again, before it was just a bunch of different things. And now if I want to know where to get started, I can click on getting started. If I want to know more about products, I can click on products, right? If I want to know more about business, I can click on business, or I can just scroll down. But either way, everything's categorized in a way where it's easier to find, right? And there's a lot of great trainings, a lot of great information, more information on how to earn. We have an ethics and education segment as well. So there's a lot of there's an easier path to finding the trainings that you're looking for. That's really it. Now, for the focus for today, we'll focus on getting started. So if I click on getting started, it takes me to these four trainings. The onboarding new team members. This is the first one we'll look at really quick. It's a high-level overview, shows you some different things that are going on that we have, tools that you can access as well. Doesn't matter if you click down here or if you click over here, it'll take you to the same page. So I'll click on the onboarding emails. So you can see the new emails that are going up. These are updated and they're newer with some updates that we've been able to have as well. This will connect you to our Facebook page that we have on the US sales team. It'll connect you, it'll show you how you can log in and all these other things. So there's a lot of great information in those emails that go out. I don't know exactly what the schedule is, but it'll go out so they're not just bombarded by all the emails right away. It'll space it out so they have time. And then we'll have the new associate orientation. We'll go to that, back to that in a second. We have the onboarding widget, which we just talked about in the PowerPoint. And then the guide to your new team member success. There's some advice there on ways that you can help your new team members. So there's that aspect of it. Now, again, we're going to go to the new associate orientation segment. And now this shows you exactly what it is, where you need to go, associate orientation. It'll give you a screenshot. And then if you click on start course here, it'll bring up this pop-up. Now, I've already done that. So instead of clicking on start course, I'll just bring this up and I mixed these two up. So it'll bring up this page here. Now, there might be a couple less trainings to go through, but I think everybody will have the ethics in action. We're going to have the sharing the use on products, associate orientation, and then I believe there's going to be a sharing your success story, income, and lifestyle claims as well, just so you can get some training on what the best practices is for you to be able to go share your experiences, right? We want to be able to share what we've experienced. We want to share what we're excited about. And we have some guidelines and tips to be able to help you do that in an ethical way, but also get the attention of potential team members and potential customers as well. So today we're going to be focusing on the orientation. If I see this, I click on launch course and I've already revealed that I have it up. So it'll pull up this new associate orientation learning management system, I guess is what it is. So we've already covered these four. We've covered systems to success. And that actually, if you were looking at the widget, that has Customer Connect in there. That talks about the personal web page. That talks about the hub. That talks about those things that are part of the onboarding widget as well. So that's the first one. The second one is Embody the Lifestyle. That's about taking the products and understanding the products. Sharing Made Simple. We started using Customer Connect to share maybe some high-level overview of the products and their benefits. Next steps, we talked about the why. So basically, you know, this whole orientation, if you take time to go through it, it probably takes about 20 minutes. I think that's what the widget said. And that's if you stop and you do the activities as it's asking you. You know, they have different ways. There's videos. One of them is a little bit more video heavy. There's a knowledge check. So you kind of go through and learn about the products. So you can kind of match them up to see if you understand the product from the description. And then there is some other things. There's a flip. So you can, it's very interactive, and they use a bunch of different ways to help get the point across and help get the information across. So today we're focused on the summary and conclusion. Okay. This one's very, very short. This segment is very, very short. So this might not take very long, but I'd love some interaction for the people who are on live. If you have a chance, you know, I'm not necessarily bring you on, but I do want to see in the comments maybe some things that you've experienced as you've been participating in this if you have already. So really, I love this first sentence that it says here. USANA Associates are the heart of our business as we build the healthiest family on earth together. We're happy. So that's the sentence that I love right there, right? We are the healthiest family. That's our goal. We want to have the healthiest family on earth. And yeah, you guys, you are the heart of this USANA business. So there's some key takeaways. Again, if I click on this, then it doesn't work for some reason. So I can't click on this, but it flips away and it talks about, I'm guessing this is talking about social sharing. This is talking about the health benefits of the products and understanding the products. And it talks about the community aspect as well. So that's what my guess is, but I'm going to leave some up to you to go actually figure that out, only because if I click on it, it will freeze up on me for some reason. So that's really it. Like, you've completed the course. It talks about the ethics in action. It talks about the advertising checklist, those things that you can also do. But I'm curious, what is it that you've taken away? If you've gone through this already, what are some of the key points? Could be from any one of the lessons. Again, we talked about the systems for success, embody the USANA lifestyle, sharing made simple, the next steps, and then the summary and conclusion. Again, where the summary and conclusion is very, very, very easy, very, very quick. I'm going to try and click on this and just see if it does anything. But it might freeze. But really, again, that's it. Gives you a high five there. We have all the check marks now. And here's the key. If you are a new associate, you have 30 days to complete this, and we'll give you a prize. Okay, we have a report. We're going to be pulling the information here soon. For those of you who are more tenured associates, you have until today to complete it. Now, there's nothing you need to do other than complete it. Make sure you have all those blue check marks right here. And as you have all those blue check marks, you'll show up on the report, and we'll make sure to get you that product voucher. Okay, so there's an incentive. Today is the final day to be able to do this. Okay, so I'm going to click on this card. We're going to see what happens. And that is exactly what I thought would happen. So let me try to pull this up again. I'm just going to close that out. We'll click on that. There we go. So we're back to the summary and conclusion. So I'm curious again, what is it that you have experienced? Awesome. We have in the chat here, I love the support. This is, I'm going to share this because I can. I love the support this onboarding gives to new associates. Yes, I agree. This gives new associates the direction that they need to take, right? The next steps. And this helps you understand those people who take the time to go through these next steps. Now you know that they are at least committed, and then you can start to work with them a little bit more closely, right? I love that. And that's from Facebook user. We have another Facebook user, just had a brand new associate as of last night. That's awesome. Direct them to this. Again, if you've gone through it, you know what it is. If you haven't gone through it, today is the last day to get the product voucher. So complete it today. You get the product voucher, but also you know what it is that your new associate will be experiencing. And then Paul asked if this is the same for all countries. That's a very good question. I'm not sure outside of US and I think Canada. I'm not sure if this is something that's across the board on all markets, but Paul, I will get back to you and I will respond to your comment here. So if other people have that same question, I will respond to Paul's comment once I get the details as far as what this looks like, if this is available in other markets, or if it's only available here, or if there's different variations depending on the market. So just so you can get that response. Okay, I'm really excited about this. I love this associate orientation. I think we also, if you saw a convention or you've heard a convention, things that have happened there, one of the biggest takeaways for me was the start something, right? Start something campaign. And it could be start something fresh, start something new, start something adventurous, start something healthy, start something, whatever that is. And I think a lot of our new, like this, I don't know who it is, but whoever is the newest, the Facebook user who has the new associate, that they can be starting something exciting. It might be start something scary. It might be start something lucrative, start something healthy, whatever their reason is for it. This is something new for them. And this is something that it's going to take some time to kind of build the habits to incorporate USANA into their lives. And maybe we're in that same spot too. Like maybe we're not quite there where it's like a habit, right, to do USANA stuff. Oh, Robin, thank you for clarifying. Yes. So Robin, your new associate is starting something new, and I think I've done a little bit of research on this, and I'm only doing this because this segment was so short. So I'm going to end it after this. I don't want to take up a lot of your time outside of this onboarding call. But it takes some time to start forming a habit, right? It takes a lot of time. And so if you can help your new person, or if you need some help, there's the routine cycle, I think is what it was called, where basically you have a cue, right? There's a cue, whether it's first thing in the morning, you set an alarm, that's your cue to be able to do something. And then you have the activity, the new routine that you're trying to implement. So for people who are new and they're starting to take vitamins, maybe you have an alarm set that you take your vitamins for the morning time, for the evening time. Maybe some people splice it out to 3 times a day, whatever that looks like. Have a cue of some sort. Maybe it's eating, right? When they eat their dinner, they eat their breakfast, maybe even at lunch. When they eat, that's the cue. They're going to take their vitamins after they're done. Maybe there has to be an alarm set just so that you remember. But you have the cue, you have the routine, which is taking vitamins, or reaching out to 2 people, or posting something on social media, whatever that is. You have the cue, you have the action, and you have a reward, right? So now if I, for example, let's say that I love podcasts, and I have this podcast that I love to listen to. It's something that brightens my day. It's not necessarily like educational or anything, but it just helps keep me in a good mood. It's entertaining for me. Maybe the reward for me is after I do whatever my routine is, then I get to listen to my podcast. Or if I have a TV show, if you have a TV show that you love, or there's a sport that you like to play, or there's a certain game you like to do, or something on your phone. I don't know what it is. Everybody's a little bit different, but you have the cue so that, I'm doing this. Now I know the next step is for me to do the new routine. You do that new routine. And then after you do that new routine, you reward yourself for doing that. Right. And that's something that, as you're going through this, and as you're going through this with your new associate, maybe there's some new cues, there's some new routines, and there's some new things that are going on that need to be implemented in order to find the success that you're looking for, or that they're looking for. And that's just one thing. Maybe I'll do something a little bit longer that's a little bit more relevant at another time to go into a little bit more detail on that. But anyway, this new onboarding, the onboarding orientation, this onboarding program, this associate orientation, all this stuff is to help people find success, right? This can be that thing, right? That thing that they go to first, the thing that they know the next steps for. So I do love helping people develop new healthy habits. What a great, would also help in business too. Yep, for sure. Yeah, that can be used. I think it's just called the routine cycle, or there's some sort of a cycle. I can't remember the exact name, but that's a good way to just get it at least started, right? To get the habit to stick. Let's see. Okay, cues are a great idea. If they're just looking to make sure there's no other questions. I don't see any other questions, so I'm going to take this down right here. See what I can do. Okay. It's called the habit loop. So if you want to look it up, and there's a lot of people have talked about it, the habit loop. That is something that can help you. That helps you create a routine and putting it as a habit. The habit loop. Cue, do the routine, and then the reward. Okay. So with that, again, if you've gone through week after week and you've completed all of the lessons, today we completed the final one. You get that product voucher. You'll qualify for that. If you haven't completed the lessons yet, you have, I think we set this and said it was going to be 30 minutes. You have about 10 minutes now to go at least start it, or if you've completed it halfway, you can go and finish it. But go and take care of that, right? Get to know what it is that your new team members and new associates will have access to, so you can guide them that way. Get to know a little bit more. You'll probably learn some things as well, and maybe it's something to help us if we've kind of been a little bit distracted, or we're looking for how we can get ourselves into a momentum mode. And, maybe this is the way to get that going. Starts us somewhere. Start something somewhere. Is that a thing? I don't know. But anyway, thanks so much for your time, everybody. For those of you who joined, let's see, reward for finishing onboarding program is until 5. I believe the report will show us the date, right? So if you cannot get to it until after 5, no problem. We'll look, and everybody who's completed it by August 31st at midnight Mountain Time. We'll just give it that date. By midnight Mountain Time, so that our report will show that you have completed it on August 31st, then you'll be okay. So if you have activities, you have a job, you have other things that are going on up until 5, we're not going to put the cutoff there. You still have that evening and later until midnight to be able to complete it. But have it completed before midnight Mountain Time today so you can get that reward. Share that with your friends, share that with your team members, make sure everybody's completed it. Again, if you have any other questions, you can reach out to TJ, you can reach out to Steph, you can reach out to me, your sales managers here in the US. We'd love to help out. If you are from another market, reach out to your sales managers as well. Let them know that you would like some help with the onboarding. And if that's something that's available, and again, Paul, I'll get back to you on your question. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate your time. Again, here to help. I'm here to help however I can. I know TJ and Steph would say the same thing if they were on here as well. So looking forward to seeing what you are doing. I'd love to see your Start Something news or your Start Somethings on social media. I'd love to see that you've completed this. So once you've completed it, underneath here, if you have, give a thumbs up. Let's get some encouragement for those who are still looking to finish that up. I know Riley's been doing a great job at putting posts as well on our associate community page. And congratulations to people who have won that. So we've done some fun giveaways there too. So thanks again. Get on this. If you haven't finished it, get it finished. Get the information out. And for those of you who have new team members, get them on board and get them in this new associate orientation. Awesome. Okay. Have a fantastic day. We will talk to you soon.